different.
It's okay. How you doing?
Good. You're right, Isaac. The Ishimura is a great ship. I am so lucky to be
I'm not going to play this 13-minute video.
Ship.
Alright, looks like we are into this.
Isaac.
Wish you guys would have let me know.
Sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
Alright, everybody, welcome to Imba TV, where everything is imbalanced. We've got ApexKillaR, or KillaR, facing RageFishLips, and we saw RageFishLips take the win here. This is going to be another ZVZ for the Fishlips. As we get into it, you want to go ahead and take us away, Fire Silver?
Yeah, so we got cross positions on Metropolis. Always good for macro games, but you know, never seems to be the case in ZVZ due to just how much aggression speedlings can do and how much pressure they can put on your opponent. Again, wouldn't be surprised to see a 15 hatch this time. I think both players are just going to be quite happy when they see there's no close air distance. But you know, they're going to be worried if it's going to be a good cross position or if it's going to be close ground distance. Because close ground distance, you know, can be a problem. But you know, judging by the distance of the map and Shikura's plateau, it's about the same distance as it was when they were on close air positions. So probably similar play from FishLips here. But I haven't seen ApexKillaR before actually in the CraftCup, so I don't know what his playstyle is, what he likes, and what his pros and cons are.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, with this far distance that these players are going to have to trek just to get to their opponent's base, it'll be interesting to see what this game yields, as these players will find each other in the farthest rush distance. They will opt to early expand, no doubt about that. And
This map's called Metalopolis, isn't it? For
yeah,
some reason I always call it Metropolis.
You know, I did that when I first started casting too, so I thought I was the one that said it. So you know what? It doesn't even matter, man. Metalopolis is the map, and the name of the game is StarCraft 2. StarCraft. Anyways, we see the early expansions going down by both these players simultaneously, as we also see a spawning pool being placed down by FishLips and an extractor going down for both these players. ApexKillaR was a little bit late on throwing down his spawning pool. We'll see if that takes any effect in this, and we'll see if these players go for an early rush type game, or if they do a macro based game. You know, with this distance, it looks, you know, it's more usual to see a macro-based game.
Yeah, I mean, it's very unusual to see them, and it'd be very interesting to see, you know, how it evolves late game, as you really never ever see it, just because of how much pressure can be put on again with the speedlings. Spawning pool going down for ApexKillaR, and the same. Well, FishLips is a bit earlier, so probably early metabolic boost coming out, but we'll have to see. Really no deviance, even though it is cross position. Still with a 15 hatch. ApexKillaR is a bit behind though, but he did get his metabolic boost a few seconds earlier. Both going for 2 queens and invested in some speedlings to try and check what the other opponent is doing, what kind of tech they're doing, etc.
Very mirrored so far, but we do see FishLips throwing out a lot. Or, well, actually, no. His opponent KillaR is actually throwing out a lot of Zerglings right now. And we do see that there are 2 queens for both of these players going to be coming out onto the field, as the first one does reach KillaR's, hatcheries. And look at this, we've got some Zergling poking going down by FishLips, seeing that there are a lot of Zerglings there, and he's not going to be able to do anything really.
Yeah, more Zerglings coming out for FishLips. Same with ApexKillaR. Baneling nest going down for FishLips here, so. Yeah, I think he's going for some sort of early win with like 2 or 3 Banelings to take out most of his Zerglings and then just go for it. I think the small discrepancies was caused purely by, you know, macro issues in the early game, maybe forgetting to build a drone a few seconds late or something. But a lot of speedlings here on the field.
That's right, and it looks like FishLips is opting to go for Baneling nest as he continues to pump out more and more Zerglings. Looking at the unit counting station, we do see both these players have stopped with the drones at about 16. So It'll be interesting to see if they actually start droning up a little bit more. You know, we do not see any drones in the production for both of these players yet. Just mainly Zerglings. And since this Baneling nest is finished right now for FishLips, he is sitting in the advantage. As we all know, 2 Banelings can take out a force of this magnitude of Zerglings easily. And look at this. Zerglings pushing in from FishLips. Oh, and it looks like KillaR is actually going to send his Zerglings back to his base. He's going to lose a lot of this expansion. Are we going to see some Banelings morph? Yes! Here comes the Baneling morph. Here comes the Baneling morphing as they do morph on top of that, on top of this ramp. Going to cause it so that these Zerglings are going to be all bunched up and in one area. Once these Banelings finish, they're going to be able to get free reign, and here they go. The Banelings are on their way. Are they going to be able to take out the majority of this force? It looks like great micro here from FishLips as he controls his Banelings with great, you know, ferocity. And it looks, oh, there we go!
Boom!
A bunch of Zerglings go down. GG is called. FishLips moves forward. KillaR is out of here. Those Banelings are what made it for, you know, made everything for FishLips work so well. And well done gets put out. Thank you gets put out as well. Nice to see good manners between the 2 players as we get our next Zerg victory.
I like you. That's why I'm going to kill you last.
So there we go, the Zerg Swarm showing its colors here as FishLips continues in this tournament. And yes, FishLips is a very weird ID. I agree with you, Ashad.